Hey everybody, welcome to our educational exercise series. The exercises that we are going to be going through over the next few videos are going to be beneficial for anyone who's in their rehab phase of their training. If you're looking to increase performance, injury prevention, so basically you're sort of covering all bases with some of the basic exercises that we're going to go through. Incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, some of the benefits that you can expect in and out of training. So in training, you'd probably find that your performance overall would be better. So for example, if you are someone who struggles with a deep squat position, completing some of these exercises, you'll find that you get more mobility through the hips, lower back, and spine. Long term, the benefits are quite clear. You're looking at, longevity of the body going into older age as well, where you're looking at long-term injury prevention and not just management of any acute sort of injuries that you might be coming across. So we try to persevere with these exercises even when injuries aren't present. So not as an actual injury management tool, but an injury prevention tool, which is more important than sort of just dealing with things as they come up in your training. Prevention is always better than a cure, I say. So long-term, the benefits are quite significant. Some of these exercises, when you're looking at sort of lower level performance, if you're somebody who's a beginner in the gym, they're great for teaching you the correct biomechanics of the body, where you're just learning how to feel out your body, where you're supposed to be creating power through your joints. So for example, in your hips, one of the biggest things that we try and teach with a lot of compound lifts is to actually move through the hips and create a lot of torque through the hip joint, which leads to just better performance overall and also injury prevention at the same time. As an exercise physiologist, one of the things that I've noticed over the last 13 years that I've been working in this industry is that a lot of clients and members of gyms go into their sessions where a warm-up might just consist of, putting a bar up onto a rack and just going through the movement straight away with the bar on a rack. Let's say you're squatting, you might just do a few warm-up sets, working your way up, 5-10 kgs at a time. If we're incorporating isolated exercises into your warm-up, the benefit that you're going to get is your body's going into your session primed and ready to complete the compound movements that you're aiming for. The benefits that you're going to get out of this is basically an easier session where your body is performing at an optimal rate rather than fighting through tight spots or spots where you may not be able to get into a deep enough position or an overhead extension which feels quite easy through the spine. One of the biggest benefits that you're going to get from doing these exercises is long term, your performance will continue to increase without you running into niggles and minor acute injuries as you make progression with your training. As far as your recovery goes, one of the things that I incorporate within my own training and with a lot of my clients, I incorporate a lot of these exercises into my off days where I'm just priming the body for the next day in terms of whatever compound lifts that I might be completing in the gym. The things that I've noticed working for the last 12 years with levels of with athletes and people of all levels is that no matter what level you are performing at, you are going to benefit from these exercises. So if you're a beginner walking into a gym and your body awareness is just not quite there yet, the benefit that you get is we're giving you specific exercises that are teaching you how to move correctly and avoid injury long term as you progress through your training from beginner to intermediate to advanced. At a higher level, the difference between an individual who performs a proper warm-up and somebody who just rolls into the gym and just starts working through their compound lifts straight away is that, we're getting a slightly better performance each time we're coming into the gym, which we can attribute to better mobility, better biomechanics, better recovery, and just better overall movement as you're going through the compound lifts. To give you an example of how you may benefit from completing some of these exercises, we've had members and clients over the years that have walked into our gym where previously they may not have done any sort of proper exercise-specific warm-ups for their training. They've dealt with getting through half of a training cycle and then starting to run into acute or bringing up and intensifying some old chronic injuries where they're feeling a lot of pain as opposed to no pain. We're talking about individuals that are, within that 20 to 30 year age bracket, where in reality your body should be performing optimally at those points. The difference that we've seen by incorporating some of these exercises into their training routine is they're hitting numbers that they may have never really gotten to previously within a short amount of time in relative to the amount of time they've been training. We've seen great results just by incorporating these exercises within 2 to 3 months of beginning training, where people are starting to hit PBs they may not have hit previously without niggles, without residual, back pain, knee pain, the issues that we might generally run into in the gym when we're not doing these exercise-specific warm-ups. I guess the point that we're sort of trying to get across is we should always be looking to take care of our body. It's the only one that we've got, so longevity is definitely more important to us than sort of just doing a half-assed workout. So we really strongly advise that if you are going to be hitting numbers and aiming to perform better in the gym, you need to be incorporating some sort of proper warm-up into your training. The team here at ZAR Athletica, we're super passionate about proper training and definitely hitting some heavy numbers. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be dropping exercises week in and week out that are going to help you guys perform better in the gym, avoid injury, and just get more longevity out of your body. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share and follow us on Instagram at ZAR Athletica. Thank you.